My name is Scott Laughlin, and I'm bringing to you a story called The Radio, Part 1. The summer of 1952 was so dry that Tanglewood was facing major crop failures. The hay in the barn would not see the cattle through another winter. It wasn't difficult to know the Tanglewood farm was struggling. One morning, Grandpa and I moved the hay baler and the combine out of the implement shed and used the space for building cattle feeders. Mid-morning, a large black car stopped at the house. I mentioned it to Grandpa. He paused, sent a charge of tobacco juice into the dirt, and then assured me that Grandma would handle the stranger. Soon, the driver, a man in a dark suit, appeared at the entryway and waited for an acknowledgement. "Are you Mr. Laughlin?" he finally asked. "I am," Grandpa replied, his attention remaining on the job at hand. The stranger paused, waiting for Grandpa's full attention. "You're building something here," he finally ventured. "We are," he replied without making eye contact. "Well, I'm here because the county records indicate that you own a stand of oak timber along the Walnut Creek. Is that correct?" "It is." "Is it for sale?" "It could be." "May I have your permission to cruise the area to estimate the board feet therein?" "You may." Returning to his car, he slipped into coveralls, struggled into a bulging backpack, and then set off toward the timber in question. We finished with the feeders and the evening chores. We found that the stranger's car was still where he'd parked it. We were nearly finished with supper when I heard the car door and then the crunch of gravel as he drove away. Several weeks passed. A frigid northwest wind greeted the stranger when he returned. Grandpa met him on the drive. I couldn't hear their conversation. I only saw their nods and the final handshake. Before the week was out, someone called, announcing that they would return the following morning with a contract. True to their word, the black car rolled to a stop, and four men alighted, shivering against the frigid wind. One bore a brown leather briefcase. Grandpa met them on the drive.